Thank you for joining us wherever you are. This podcast episode is brought to you by the Old Ways Actual Play team. This actual play uses the Delta Green tabletop role-playing game rules by Arc Dream Publishing. This actual play is performed by adults and in an adult setting. Listeners should know that this podcast will include mature themes and scenes. All content, including names, places, events, companies, military organizations, and etc., which may bear resemblance to entities living, dead, or redacted, is completely coincidental. My name is Michael Diamond, and for tonight's game, I will be your handler. Thank you for joining us again, another episode of the Old Ways Podcast. I am your handler this evening, Michael Diamond. We returned with our adventures and OCEL and in OCEL for this episode for you. We'd like to, at the top of the show, thank you for listening and especially thank our Patreon supporters for supporting the show. You can join them at patreon.com/The Old Ways Podcast. You can also check us out on YouTube and on Twitch. And we're just going to jump right into it because we have a lot of fun things ahead of us. So I'm going to ask our players and to introduce their characters, starting to my right.
Hey, it's Miranda, and I play Dr. Aaron Weber. Sometimes that kind of doctor can communicate directly with other doctors, and she's just wondering if you're interested in seeing her yellow symbol.
Indeed. I look forward to you getting back to the group with the new cell phone. And next to Dr. Weber.
Hi, this is your friend Nate. I play Elliot Winter, special agent on assignment to the Department of Homeland Security. But right now, having a wonderful vacation in the Boston area. Feeling a little ashamed of my outbursts last night, but sometimes it just feels like everything's falling apart, especially when I'm with this crew.
I think that's valid. I think that's a valid and a reasonable perspective to have for Winters here at this point. Next to Elliot.
Hi there, this is Allie, and I play Director Joanne Hart, and I looked up some information about a doctor after I got exposed to the yellow sign.
As one does. And last, most certainly not least.
Hi, my name's Tegan Gilbert, and I am playing Brett Young Buck Hawking, and I'm totally not regretting putting those 37 points in Frisbee golf.
Yeah, nor should you. No regrets or no regrets, depending upon who you are. So we're going to lift the curtain, we'll just say on the late evening back at the hotel, motel, Holiday Inn that our characters have placed themselves at. They have come back after some investigation work has been done, and they all get a chance to file in and report to one another about what they found. And I would love to have them do that.
Well, gang, I've cracked the case. I just want you to know that. I just stake out all by myself, and I don't know any information that any of you have because I don't have a cell phone. I can only tell you what I have, which was pretty great, which is I went to the Dorchester place, and I found out that doctor drives a Toyota Camry. Looks just like yours, Winters, and he has a license plate number. I figured you guys could just use that to look up where he lives or something.
Oh, I actually have that, Weber.
Oh, okay.
Because
I had the license plate number, right? That's how you got it?
No, I looked him up, the doctor. He lives at 145 Adams Street, apartment 224 in Boston.
Oh, okay. I mean, we all did our own investigating, so it's nice when our investigations can lead us to similar places, I guess. How'd you do, Buck Winters?
Well, what do we know anything else about the doctor? Did you two find out anything else about the doctor?
Well, I found out where he works.
Are you talking about the Dorchester house? That's what we started with.
Yeah, and I went there.
Okay, yeah, all right.
And I got his license plate.
You know, we already covered that. We don't need to recover any of that.
But I tried to follow him, but I'm not a very good driver.
That's good information to know for the next time you do a stakeout in a vehicle.
Well, usually you guys help me.
Hart, did you figure out, were you focusing on the doctor too? Did you figure out anything else?
I have his email. I have listings of like places that he's worked at, and I have his picture. And I'll share his picture with the others.
Nice. Anything off with him, or does he seem okay?
This looks like a guy you'd run into at Ace Hardware.
Oh, I like this guy. This guy looks trustworthy. Smart. Intelligent. And what was his name again? I'm sorry. I don't.
Dr. Robert Dallin. The good doctor also is not on Facebook, so I was not able to find out if he has any, like, wife or children. At least not yet.
Yeah, I called Barbas's coworker. I mean, he went completely downhill in a way that's uniquely our kind of people. I mean, not like breakup or divorce kind of way. Looks over at Weber. But, like, just completely off the deep end. All of that combined with substance abuse kind of bad. He just completely is checked out off of participating in society.
You said he's addicted to something?
No, I'm just saying that's what his behavior is kind of profiled as. Like, if you were to wrap up like a divorce with substance abuse with like an antisocial disorder, like all rolled up into one, you're going to get an individual like this. And it's just like any one of these traits would be like difficult to like operate in society. But like dude's on a different level, in a level that is uniquely the kind of stuff that we've dealt with. He has at least some writings on him that he's come across in the past that he's been very, very protective of. And that has caused incidents at work with a coworker. My other research was just into the buildings. I kind of really only had time to hit up Dorchester. It's gone through a number of different hands. It seems to be a Boston institution. It's been around for a long time. Wasn't like directly built by an evil dude, in the shape of a pentagram or any of that kind of shit. So, but essentially, I mean, it did pass through the Catholic Church. But other than that, it was a school or a gymnasium or some shit. I dug around, and I can give us at least a little bit of comfort. It does appear to be owned by Friends of the Opera, is the best way I would describe it. I don't got like 100% confirmation on that, but if you were to do it to set it up fiscally this way for those purposes, that's how you would do it.
Okay. Which is reassuring, since those 4 folks we're supposed to look at are supposed to be agents, so that sort of helps corroborate that.
Oh shit, I forgot to look up the guys that escaped.
Yeah, we got time for that. Maybe we can do that. So everything you found sort of lines up with some of that mail that we found at Barbas's house. All of his utilities been shut off 2 months ago, and he's getting warnings from his employer, all that good stuff.
Yeah, dude's checking out, Major, from everything.
We have all, I think, experienced a little bit of that ourselves. Still doesn't explain his arts and crafts projects and I don't know, I didn't find much, but I did cross-check some of this information we have on this little postcard that was at Barbas's house and confirm what is being shown looks like a hand-inked portrait from the 1920s in Moorish area, which is, as I remember from my high school, somewhere in Spain, maybe eastern Spain or something like that. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Maybe southern. What was most interesting, the towers of gold are magnificent, and Yedel is a wonder. When we saw that, I thought it was a place or a country or, that was where they were going. Turns out that's some sort of mythical sort. Well, I shouldn't say mythical anymore after all we went through. So some sort of a sorcerer. So it's an actual person is being referenced. So this postcard is sort of a, hey, look, catching up with all of our friends kind of vibe to me. I wouldn't have said vibe because I'm too old and it's too long ago, but whatever that appropriate word would have been.
Well, it seems real casual.
And Weber, I got something for you, and I hand a plastic clamshell wrapped 1 20-minute burner phone down.
It's a prepay. It's a prepaid phone.
We got to be able to text you, so I'm sorry about your phone.
I had an iPhone.
We'll get you a replacement, but this'll serve for today and next few days. We need you in communication.
I see what games it has on it. Start playing those.
And it has Snake because it is one of them Nokias. I'll tell you what, Weber, this is a present from me to you. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't bust this one apart, so it's safe.
Good. Thank you.
But what's the plan today? Well, let me lay out some options. I see some options. We can look into this device, Buck, that you carted out of the Barbas's house. We could resume a more thorough investigation of Barbas's house. And I'm thinking gain an entry to that barred room. Like you said, that probably has to happen at night. We could do a little bit more investigation of this doctor, maybe especially his apartment while he's at work. We could investigate them for folks that we are supposed to be investigating. We finally get into that and open to other options.
Yeah, no, if you do with that last one, essentially, which is where we all role play as perfectly good agents who are absolutely doing this mission the way we were asked to do, the next step would be go to the Dorchester during the day and I guess go take a look at security cam photos and interview people and shit.
Agree. That would be by the book, next step. Actually, that would have been the first step, but we were distracted with other pursuits.
Yeah, but I mean, if we want to at least appear like we're going through the op to buy time, that would be the normal way we would go about it.
I also want to bring up a point of concern. We were specifically warned that these 4 folks were in this facility because of their interaction with a book that they found. I don't think we knew that it was the same book, different books, whatever. I think that was unclear, but it was books were at the key. We found a book, and that book messed with all of you pretty hard. So
I don't think you can prove it was the book's fault. It feels speculative at best.
Well, let's say that it was the book's fault.
we could say it was a book because I watched it happen 3 times in a row. So we could say maybe that's possibly the reason why.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
We have an opera. Okay. We have 4 people who's got seats to the opera. They come across this bad touch book, bad time book, and they read it and they go sideways in the brain. All right. They get put into here and they hand the book over to Barbas, and Barbas takes a look at it and he goes sideways in the brain. And meanwhile, they escape and Barbas tries to do his best and he calls in another team unofficially to try to help him out. I mean, that fits the events.
That sounds exactly like what happened.
So then if that is a scenario that we think is likely, we got to track down these 4 fuckers, which means you got to go to the Dorchester to get their files and info. And we got to go meet with Dallin in person.
So I'm hearing a strong vote from Buck to go to the Dorchester and start this investigation proper. Anyone else got something else they want to do?
I think that's honestly sounds great. And if it's nice there, I'll stick around. A little vacation.
Oh, wait, what do you mean, Weber, you stick around? You check yourself in?
I was just thinking, there's retirement plan, if need be. What's wrong with that?
I think Elliot lets that sit for a couple seconds in the air and then turns to Buck. Yeah, let's look at that thing. I'm quite interested in that device, actually.
All right, we put it on the table.
Imagine, if you will, a typewriter, a Smith Corona typewriter. And then on the back half, there's some sort of cotton gin apparatus. And then near the front, but a little bit higher up on this contraption, there's a clock. It has 2 hooks on the end of extendable limb-like shafts of lightweight metal. One of those hooks holds a quill pen. there is a refillable ink pot that is set into this machine's base. It opens with looks like a mechanical latch of some sort. I will ask our agents if any of them have craft mechanics.
Base 10% in heavy machinery.
Nope.
I have no craft mechanic.
Is that the same as art painting? Because I have a little of that.
No, it is not the same. So I will say, even if you don't have craft mechanics, I will let you make a roll. But I want to be very clear with my agents here. You're going to get one roll. One singular roll at this.
So we get a vote on one of us to try.
Whomever it is, you're going to get one roll. I would say, based on what I am seeing here, based on the characters, Hart is just slightly more intelligent than Weber is. Slightly.
I'm happy to roll.
You're just going to roll, and you just need to get under 50%. That's how it's going to go, Hart.
Well, gang,
Mm-hmm.
the news is good because I rolled a 28 under 50 if we're doing a 50% roll.
We basically are. So the roll is technically 30% with the skill, and it's 20% more because you don't have the skill. So that's how it goes.
So I would have made it either way.
Right. You take an hour, roughly, to study this machine, and you attempt to discern the operation. This is going to cost you some sanity. It will cost you 1 point of sanity. You put this machine into a position where it can work and operate, and it's rather disturbing when it does. You make sure that the ink pot is prepared. You make sure that the arm that has the quill pen in it is in the right position. And then the last thing you really need to do is put paper in this little space, which sort of feels like a hopper. And when you place the paper in it, this machine whirs to life of its own accord. It plucks the paper out with the arm that has the forceps, and it places it down and then begins writing into it. And as the arm moves up and down to write the letters, the typewriter keys move in time. It doesn't actually tap on the keys themselves, but as it makes letters, the corresponding letters of the typewriter press down.
Watching Hart. How is that run? What is it running? Hart, what is that thing running on? Did you wind that thing up?
No, I just made sure everything was positioned. It didn't activate until I put the paper in.
What it's writing is inexplicably unsettling. You watch it begin to craft something you have seen, bit by bit, space by space, letter by letter. It crafts an invitation for a birthday party at a restaurant that you were at when you met Barbas.
Okay. I'm going to run to my luggage, grab the invitation, run back, put it down next to the thing that's being written out.
Mm-hmm. The handwriting is exactly the same.
Isn't this like the handwriting that like I got to do like a forensics check on like what it meant about the person?
Mm-hmm.
Well, oh, no, I don't want to lose any sanity. I'm good. I don't want to know anymore. Do you want me to shoot it?
No. I mean, this is all kinds of hellish, but maybe this is just this crackpot's personal Xerox machine. Maybe and all it's doing is, I mean, it's writing out impossibly, but maybe it's just a time saver device.
Yeah, just point towards like the microchip or the gear set.
It don't make no sense, Buck. There's no power source. There's not even a mechanical clock spring thing.
Hey Weber, could you make me an int times 5 roll, please?
Yeah. Maybe he's one of those energy conservationists. And this is just not he's off the grid. Rolled a 16 under 85.
Oh, wonderful. I love that for you. On the back side of this machine, you notice that there is a space for an object that's roughly 15 centimeters wide and maybe 2.5 centimeters tall.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like a slot.
Like a book return?
In effect, yes. Or perhaps a place where a book might...
Does it have a book in it?
No, it doesn't have a book in it, but it looks like a book would fit there.
I say, hold on, guys, I'll be right back. I run to get the book out of the glove box.
Okay.
Dude, don't touch anything. I'll be right back. It's going to be, oh my gosh.
I just lean in closer to Elliot and I go, do you want me to shoot it?
All right, let's think this through. She's going to come back with her damn book. I think she's still crazy. She's going to slide it in there. If that thing starts writing out this cursed book, I don't think we want that.
You come back up with the book.
I rush to put the book in before they can stop me.
Okay.
Because this is not Weber's first rodeo. And I know exactly what they're going to do.
So you go to put the book in.
Mm-hmm.
It will fit if you push it into the slot.
Oh, I'm going to try. I'm going to try my best.
I'm going to put my hand out on Weber's hand that's put him. Weber, what are you thinking here? What's your purpose here? What are you trying to accomplish?
It has a spot for a slot. We don't know what it does until we put a book in it. And I'm not putting that fucking bedside Bible Book of Mormon in there.
Why not? We know that book don't turn you crazy.
I'm putting this book in there. This one fits perfectly.
I take my hand off it. I stand a little bit to the side and outside a buck's firing range.
That's very, very specific. Thank you.
It was there for a purpose, and we have to figure out what it does. There's a reason.
Sure, go ahead, put it in there, and I'll just cock back.
Thank you.
Okay, you put the book in. The machine stops doing what it's doing.
I put in more paper.
The forcep arm comes down and it pulls the book forward so you can actually see the book in it. It opens the cover. It goes to the first page. You see the ink, like the quill dip into the ink rapidly, and it goes to the first page and it stops. And then the forcep arm comes back in and it flips the page. And then it comes back down to the page and then it stops.
It doesn't write anything?
It does not. Well, you can see with the book open that there's already text here.
Oh, what does the text say?
It looks like it's a play.
Don't read that, Buck. Don't read that.
An opera.
Or we're driving over to Dorchester and leaving you there.
Yeah, I'm going to step back real quick. As soon as he reminds me not to read it, I'm just going to step the fuck back.
But you did put fresh paper in there, yes, Hart?
Sure did.
I mean, it eventually, once it gets through all of the pages of the book, because it does that same motion through all of that sort of slim notebook, it gets to the end of it, and then it closes the book, and it spits it back out. It never actually writes anything.
No. See, it didn't do anything you said it was going to do, Winters.
Yeah, it doesn't copy it.
I didn't say I was going to do anything, Weber.
I didn't say you said, but you thought this would be a bad thing.
I said you had no reason to do it.
Science.
Oh, is this science, Weber? Is that what this
Yeah.
is?
Exploration.
Hart said something important. What did you just say?
I said it's not copying the pages.
Put a blank book in there then.
What if it does the opposite thing? Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Good point. Does anyone have a notebook?
Yeah, let me go get my library of blank books, Weber.
You write everything down. I know you got a little notebook with you.
So what happens if I if I rip one of my pieces of paper and put it into the slot?
Yeah, it's a great question. So if you just throw random paper in there, the machine does write on it.
Is it the invitation again?
It is not. So the first time you put the paper in there, it writes, "No man can say when one ends or the other begins."
I flip that piece of paper over and put it back in.
Okay. It writes it again, and then it seems to move. And then it writes, "Away you, pale demon. Look not on our lives measured only by your profit." And it continues. "The clock has struck and now it is time. Unmask, unmask."
Okay, so I take the piece of paper out. I want to open the book and see if the passages match.
Oh, yeah. So it'll take you way longer to read the book in its entirety looking for those passages than just, oops, I'm going to read the book. Like, that's not... It takes like an hour to consume the book.
Yeah, I'm not trying to consume the whole book. I'm trying to just, like, do a skim through to see if I can match, like, that passage. I'm not, like, trying to read it in depth.
You can go page by page because the pages, the text that his placed have what look like page numbers on them, and you find them.
Okay.
So I guess we know.
So the passages, so it does copy down. My general hypothesis is that if we were to put in a full stack of paper, it would rewrite the entirety of this play. And what was in here originally was that invitation, which is why that was the first thing that was copied back out. So whatever goes into that slot, this machine can copy endless copies of it until something new is put into that slot. That is my general working theory based off of one sample size.
So he was kind of being a little lazy with the birthday things.
Yeah. I don't know how it works because we don't have the original like invitation. So I only have one plot point of hard evidence for my theory based on what I already have.
Assuming there's an original invitation. But yeah. But yeah, there's two slots, right? And we put something in either of the slots and it tries to write on them.
Wait, there's two slots. What's this? I heard there was one slot.
Yeah, so there's a back slot for the books, but there's also a paper hopper which you can put paper into. It draws the paper out. It doesn't. Yeah, so technically there's only one slot.
There's one slot, and yeah. So Hart, what you're saying is, whatever you put in that slot, it reads that, and then it makes duplicates of it.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Oh. I thought we put the book in the book hopper.
There's no hopper for the book. There's a slot for the book.
There's a slot for the book.
It looks like very clearly, and you can all have, at this point, having seen the machine enough, you can tell that there are other accessories, appendages for this thing that are not here.
Ooh.
Well, there's a whole house over there full of stuff. Now, when we watched it with the book, you said that we watched it take the book into the slot, but it also turned the pages with the forceps.
Yeah.
So the slot isn't like inside the machine completely. How did it do that? How did we see it do that?
Well, you can see through parts of the machine. Like, the machine isn't completely trued up at every angle.
Oh, so we were seeing it reach basically into the... Oh, got it. Well, Hart, I like that hypothesis better than mine, because mine was that if you want to make multiple copies of some terrible cursed book that makes people insane and turns them to your terrible cult, this machine would be a good job to do it, be a good thing to do it with. So maybe it's just a copier. It's a mechanic copier.
Yeah, but you'd also have to have the original text in order to do that, and it would have to be the most recent thing.
Or the thing could just know that because it's evil and magic, as it already is, since it's doing all this right now with no power source and no way to do it anyway.
Can you touch the evil buttons, like the typewriter buttons?
I'll touch the buttons.
Do they do anything if you like?
Yeah, you can touch the buttons on the typewriter front. It doesn't do anything.
So if I push on them, do they like resist?
They're pretty firm. It's a pretty firm push.
Okay.
You still want me to shoot it?
No, I think it's relatively harmless.
I was asking Winters.
I think no greater evil has been done to humanity itself than the printing press, but it's the person in charge of that press and not the device itself that brings forth that evil. I think we can let it live for today.
I don't like that you keep calling me it.
No, Weber, we weren't shooting you this time. We were shooting the magic typewriter.
All right.
I think it's definitely going to end up in a box, in a Connex box. Was it evening? Do we want to get sleep and then go over in the morning and go play detective over at the?
No, it's not evening. It's probably midday by now because it's been after your day of research. You slept, and now messing with the machine has been sort of probably 2 or 3 hours. So you got to figure it's probably like about 11 a.m.
Do you guys want to go over and take a look at like the camera records over at the Dorchester and talk to the staff and patients?
Good idea. Yeah.
Was that writing on the wall written in blood or shit? Like, do we remember what it was?
It was blood.
It was blood? Okay, that makes sense. Okay, sweet. Yeah, let's go see the blood wall.
Do we take this eldritch shit with us, or do we lock it up here?
I think we should just lock it up here.
Put it in your trunk if you want.
I'm just thinking, last time we had a hotel room, we had visitors.
I think we take it with us.
Last time I had a car, lost the car. There ain't a great option here.
I'm going to bring a duffel bag with like a shotgun in it.
Okay. You bring a duffel bag. The shotgun will have to be broken down a little bit, but
That's okay. Yeah.
Grab your duffel bag. We're going to swing by I'm going to say there's probably a bus stop, a bus station, a train station, something. Do like in a spy movie and grab a locker and put our eldritch shit in the locker.
that works.
What do you all think about that? You okay with that?
Does it? Yeah, if it fits in there, go for it.
So on the way to Dorchester House, we'll do that.
Okay, you lock up the machine. It's not terribly difficult. A little cumbersome, maybe a little difficult to move based on because it's so strange, but you can get into one of those lockers. Dorchester House is not terribly hard to find. Weber's been there before. She knows how to get there. You find this E-shaped building. It's in the Clam Point neighborhood. You drive up to a gatehouse. There are 2 fairly fit security guards who watch this space. They are not your average run-of-the-mill rent-a-cops either. They look probably like former police officers or maybe ex-military. Who's driving, by the way? Because that'll be the person that'll be interacting with these folks.
Oh, do you want me to drive, Winters?
Oh no. But I will happily take your directions as we drive.
How you doing?
Good. What's this business card, Buck?
It's Dr. Dowland's.
Yeah, gentlemen, we're here to pay a visit to Dr. Downs, and I got his business card, and I hold it out to him.
They take it. Okay. I'll buzz you in. You park in the visitor area and use the intercom at the main house.
Appreciate it. And I do that.
You hear a hard electronic buzzing sound and wrought iron gates that protect the Dorchester open up.
Oh man, I hope we get Foley for that.
You drive in. There is a small visitor lot. It's probably no more than like 8 spaces. Dr. Weber, you notice the doctor's conveyance. His Camry is in the lot. So you know he is here.
In the visitor's lot, or?
Oh, you can see the staff parking. There's not.
We can see the staff lot too. Okay.
Yeah, you can see staff lot. Staff lot's protected in a separate part of the gate. It's gated off, obviously.
But it's gated off, obviously, but...
Obviously. The building's E-shaped. And you see a main entrance space. Signage.
External cameras?
Absolutely. You're probably, in the visitor lot, you're probably painted by no more than 3. And these aren't hokey, old box CCT cameras. Like the cameras that they have on pendant mounts here are probably an arrow count cameras. So they have complete 200 to maybe 240 degree views based off of the building. So it's a triple camera lens that sits and paints an entire area, and then the image on the inside is stitched together by software so they can see everything. Those of you, especially you, Buck, who, and probably you too, Hart, who go into modern facilities on a regular basis for your job, this feels like walking into a government facility.
Were there any other cars in the visitors lot, or we might be the only visitor?
No, you're not the only visitor. There's a couple other cars. There's a Toyota Sienna. There's also a Ford F-150 pickup truck. So there are other visitors. And then, yeah, let me know if you're bringing anything into the facility that I should be aware of.
Gonna try and haul that shotgun in here, Buck? They seem pretty serious.
I mean, is there a metal detector?
I mean, not that you see.
I mean, I have my pistol on me, so if we get to metal detectors, I'm gonna have to tell them and then put it in a locker. So I'm gonna bring the bag. If I have to go back to the car, I'll do that.
This looks like a pretty serious operation, Buck. I don't know. I'm actually gonna store my service weapon.
You know what else looked like a pretty serious operation? And I'm just gonna look into your eyeballs and say Montana.
Yeah, very true. Very true. You got an airstrike you're gonna call in for that one too?
I don't know, man.
We ain't got the same thing going on here.
I'm happy to leave from my character sheet the bitch be good stick, flashlight, drugs, and body armor in the car.
It's a wise move.
In my official capacity, I'm going to keep the pistol on me until they maybe lock it up.
So the group heads towards the front doors. There's a pretty simple single button intercom with camera that sits by the right-hand side of the door.
I feel naked without the shotgun.
Press the button.
Press the button.
It lights up immediately. So you can see that there's a internal light on the camera on the intercom, and it brightens up. And you hear a crisp, clean voice say, "Can I help you?"
Yeah, we're here to see Dr. Dallin about some recent patients of his. We're here to try and find him and bring him back safely.
Oh, one moment, please. Go ahead and step inside. You hear a soft click from these real big, almost institutionally sized doors in front of you.
And I'm going to turn back to the others and say, I don't think there's any bullshit to be played here. I'm just going to be pretty straight and above board. To a degree. And then I'll turn back and I'll walk in.
Yeah, let's get Spidey to check out the cameras. She's got the skills.
So the interior of this space is just as nice as the exterior. The floors here are well maintained and clean. The walls are bereft of any dust or dinge. There are 2 security guards as you enter. You enter a lobby, a pretty short lobby, all things considered. When you enter that lobby, you are faced immediately with mag detectors and guards that have wands on them. There are posted signs here which post Massachusetts state law and facility laws which require you to turn over any weapons, drugs, anything that could be considered a danger to staff and or the clients of the Dorchester.
I will drop. Is it drop on a table or lock in a thingy?
It's actually neither. So if for weapons, they give you basically a slip of paper after you fill out what it is, and then you turn it over to them, and they lock it inside of a locker after ejecting the clip from it.
I dropped my 9mm and 3 more packages of gushers.
What I really need to know is, are any of our agents attempting to, I don't know, sneak something in? Did anyone secretly go outside and keister something that I need to be aware of before we step into this place?
I have no reason to be suspicious right now. Plus, I can always talk my way out of anything, so that's what I'm planning on.
You have all the social skills. No, I have no prison purses secreted upon me.
Okay. Once that's done, they get you beyond the mag detectors and you walk through another set of double doors, and the security guards basically give you hand directions to go to the end of the hall, take a right, and that is where you'll meet the nurses that can help you with the next step of your journey. And I think we'll leave the Dorchester and the events to come for the next episode. So we've entered a very secure private facility, one where supposedly 4 recovering agents of the program were able to disappear. And I look forward to seeing what OCEL can determine about their whereabouts next time. So thank you and good night.